Fentanyl is a powerful prescription painkiller about 100 times more toxic than morphine. It's been the center of an ongoing drug crisis that has swept across the province, and now the Fort St. John Mental Health and Addiction Advisory Committee wants to educate themselves so they can potentially help future addicts here in the Peace region.
Since it may become more of an issue here in Fort St. John, we wanted to have greater awareness about the drug and how we can help anyone that is suffering from an overdose.
It's only been like a few months, I think, since we've been really aware of it, coming up here. But we just wanted to get more educated to, deal with it.
Yesterday, members of the RCMP held a meeting with the MHAAC to discuss the tragic consequences associated with fentanyl.
I think it's very, very important because, one of the things that some people don't recognize when a person's overdosing, the breathing and all that kind of stuff. And so they have the most important thing to do is, like I say, calling 911, the paramedics, because they're trained to respond to those kind of crises.
And even though the MHAAC says they don't identify an opiate crisis here in the Peace region, they want to be prepared as they deal with other forms of addiction regularly.
At least once a week, for a client to go to requesting for detox. And sometimes, like I say, I take them to the hospital because some of them may be suicidal and that kind of stuff.
In any advisory capacity that we do provide to mental health and addiction services, it will help us to be able to formulate and to deliver any advice, because advisory means advice, so that we aren't left in the dark about what's going on.
Facts about fentanyl were presented at the meeting, like how it's produced, tips for educating youth on the harmful consequences of the drug, and what to look for when someone is overdosing.
The way it's manufactured and how it affects a person, and like I said, the kind of social problems it creates, that kind of stuff. But not only to the individual, but the family and the community, and because any kind of addiction affects everybody.
Police say some symptoms of a fentanyl overdose include severe sleepiness, slow, shallow breathing, lips and nails turning blue, gurgling sounds or snoring, cold and clammy skin, or tiny pupils. If you suspect an overdose, police say to call 911 immediately. Brendan Miller, CJDC-TV News, Fort St. John.